Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 15 of the Ape Escape 3 playthrough. Yeah, we're still on the hunt for Specter, and at the last part, we're just going through the whole studio experience, and we're shutting down everything to pretty much draw out the big guy himself. So, yeah, we pretty much finished Studio 4, so now we're really getting into the heavy duty stuff now, folks, and you'll see what I mean in just a second here. But folks, how are you doing today? I'm doing fantastic. It's still pretty late. As I stated in the last part, I'm recording pretty late in the morning, folks. I really am. Current time right now is 1:55 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Just finished up pretty much editing the last part, and I'm heading right into this part right now. So I hope you folks are enjoying this playthrough. As I stated before, I'm pretty much just trying to pump out as much as I can, and if you follow me on Twitter, you would have known that by now. So feel free to follow me on Twitter. Follow my Facebook fan page if you want to. It's pretty much optional, up to you. I'm not forcing you. I'm not pretty much telling you. I'm asking you to, if you want to. It's completely up to you. But if you want to stay up to date onto as far as like you know, the channel and how I'm doing and stuff like that, that's pretty much the best information to, or pretty much the best place to go to, just to catch up the daily updates and stuff like that. And what I could have done, and I'm just realizing that now, but it would have been a stupid plan too, is I could have just hopped my way into the fire pits. I probably would have made it, but I probably would have had like half a cookie left as far as trying to make it over to this platform. But yeah, that would have been a pretty dumb expression, or pretty much dumb. It would have been dumb on my part, just overall. But anyway, folks, we have these mechanical fists. They're not trying to give you a fist pump or anything like that. They're out for vengeance. So if you get hit by these, you are falling down to the fiery pits below. It won't be an instant death, but you will get hurt. So just take your time, be patient, and you'll make it safely across, even though I was pretty much cutting it close. And the reason why I know that you won't suffer instant death as far as coming to that, because I actually tested that out, and because I was curious, because I never got hit by that before, so I just test that out. So yeah, and this part here is so bizarre, and I could swear like the hand thing is just like, I don't know what's the deal with it. But anyway, like there's a funny story with this hand. I have some bad history with it, but anyway, like take your time and you'll be fine. But I was being impatient, and the hand chopped me right into like one of the bottomless pits, and that was just like a rage moment for me. Like, it was funny because I wasn't taking my time, so it was my fault. But yeah, just take your time. Like, the last part kind of caught me off guard because I didn't know it was gonna come that far. But anyway, yeah, take your time, folks, and you'll be okay. And now this thing, now that it's lost its armor, it want to back away from me. Nah, you started this fight, you're gonna finish it. That's how I see things anyway. Like, if you start a fight, just make sure you finish it. But I'm not like saying, you know, go out there and just beat up everybody. That's just the way I think, folks. So don't mind me when it comes to like agendas like that. That's just kind of how I've been raised. Like, I've been raised like, if you start something, finish it, like no matter what it is. So that's just me. That's my mentality. So that's just how I was. But anyway, folks, yeah, take your time on these platforms, because I swear I had like the most bad luck as far as like in that right there, those things right there. Like, you don't want to pretty much do what I just did, because you're gonna get hit every time, or almost every time. You just want to take your time here, folks. Platform as carefully as you can, and try to take out that thing. I forgot the name of that enemy, but try to take that out as quickly as possible, because that thing's gonna be the death of you, I swear. It really is, on multiple occasions anyway. But yeah, just be careful and don't do the stupid thing I'm doing. And I swear, man, this thing has the weirdest controls as far as like when you're trying to like make a U-turn or whatever. It's just had the weirdest controls on me, and I'm just babbling away, folks. It's late. I'm pretty tired, and yeah, the Tired Chronicles once again returns, and so does this thing, and now it's just going crazy. So the best transformation to have during this is if you have a transformation that's fast, or if you have the Fantasy Night, where you can pretty much just use it to block all the incoming attacks, even though the Fantasy Knight is just slow as crap, but it's slow but good defense. I always, I'm more of an offense guy when it comes to video games, but some people like defense um, over offense, so, you know, if you that type of person, the Fantasy Knight is just for you. You probably stay in that form all this time. But anyway, as you can see, we're fighting the main guy himself, Specter, sporting a tuxedo of all things. I know I'm just now bringing that up, but he's sporting a tuxedo, and he is just as heartless and animated as ever. The Specter right here, as far as like animation goes, is my favorite Specter because he is just so fluent as far as the animation go. In this game, as far as like the animation quality is just great. It takes the whole anime thing and just wraps it up. But yeah, he's talking about his plan, the double paradise plan that he had, where he was gonna split the world in half. He was gonna give one half to humans and the other half to monkeys. But that's just gonna pretty much just destroy the world. So we have them and this dialogue they're going off. This is just great right here. Yeah, he's gonna bust up the whole planet, and that's pretty much what I just said. But that was just great right there. The whole anime cutscene and esco that is going on. It's just great, and he's launching his plan, but as we do in every single game that he's been in, we're gonna stop this guy. So poor Spectre never really have his way. The best example of just Spectre, in my opinion, is if you guys have the available time and it's on YouTube, so you'll be able to easily find it. It's the anime. It took me some time to figure out that there was an anime, an Ape Escape anime, and the anime is just great. I believe I talked about this in previous parts before, but I don't remember, so I'm just gonna go ahead and briefly explain the anime. There's two different types of Ape Escape animation. The first one is based off of Ape Escape 2, and it's kind of like a Saturday morning cartoon, except for it's like a minute or so long. It's not very long. And the second Ape Escape series is based off of the Pump and Prime, I want to say. The outfits, at least. It features Jimmy, I'm sorry, not Jimmy, Jake, Spike, and everybody else, like the Professor and Natalie and whatnot. They go by their Japanese names, which are totally drawing a blank right now. But yeah, it goes by that. It's in sub, so which is pretty much kind of a shame too. But yeah, but overall, it's like 20 something episodes, I think, and they're all on YouTube, like I stated before. There's a second season, but it's not subbed, or I haven't at least found a sub version, and every episode just focus on capturing monkeys, just like the game, and it's great, folks. It really it's great. It really is, folks. It's so if you have the time, go ahead and watch it. I wholeheartedly recommend it if you're a fan of the series. I truly recommend it. But what you're supposed to do, and what I'm totally messing up, is you're supposed to hit the little missile that's shooting out. You're supposed to hit that towards the little crank that's going on right there. You're supposed to hit it towards there. But me being stupid and the idiot that I am didn't figure that out yet, and I'm just trying to rack up as much time and coins and stuff as I can. So it took me a little while to pretty much figure out that you're supposed to do that. Another way of doing it is if you have any long range weapons, you can try to shoot it with that as well. See if you can shoot some enemies into it. And that's another way of doing it as well. If you have anything with projectiles, and see, as I was hit, the missiles that, or the pellets that I was shooting out was aiming towards the missiles that were shooting towards the little crank. So I was kind of indirectly hitting it at the same time. So I hope that made sense, because I kind of got confused and that didn't even make sense to me. But let me go ahead and explain that again. Basically what I was doing is, when I was shooting the pellets, it was shooting the rockets without me noticing, and the rockets was aiming towards the little crank. So I hope that made sense, because that first explanation made no sense at all to me. But anyway, as you can see, you can, as I stated before, you can shoot any long range weapon transformations that you have, and it'll take care of it as well. But yeah, basically this is just pretty much the first phase of the fight with Specter. He's always in some sort of giant robot, and with these transformations, I know that I was talking about this last part. I almost pretty much forgot, but as far as like the boss battle with Specter, this is the easiest because of the transformations. The transformations make Specter fights a complete joke, like no kidding. If you really want to do like a challenge run of this game, as far as like the boss battle, try to fight Specter without the transformations to make it like a legitimate fight. Because if you use the transformations when fighting Specter, it's pathetic. It really is. So you want to make a challenge for yourself, you want to make this whole thing a challenge for yourself, try to fight without the transformations, and you will have a challenge on your hands if this game's not challenge enough for you. So you want to do that, go ahead, be my guest. But at the time, I just wanted to pretty much just beat this game within the best of my abilities, so I'm gonna abuse those transformations. Hey, they give it to us, so why not use it? You know, it gives you more attack and more defense depending on where you're hitting at. But yeah, Specter has always used robots in his fight. There he is right there. Don't know why he uses robots when he has powers of his own, but that's just us, or that's just him or whatnot. Yeah, so Specter has great power on his own, but I guess he likes robots just to, you know, feel more powerful than he already is. So I guess that's one way of looking at it, my knowledge anyway. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, just go ahead and refill if you need to. This gives you plenty of opportunities to do that. So I don't really see like a person really failing in this part, unless like even like my first time playing this, I really didn't fail. So you know, unless like you're a complete airhead, which if you are, then I don't have nothing to say. But but otherwise than that, you're gonna have a pretty easy time fighting this guy, especially if you transform like I stated before, because you could just spam this attack right here, even though you can get out of his range, which is in that corner, which I didn't fail to realize. But if you do that, then you'll be safe in this fight completely. Because what you could do is that you could just stand in a corner and just spam this attack what I'm doing, and you'll be okay. And just watch out for the missiles every now and then, you'll be fine. And you have to watch out when I think he dashes towards you, if I remember correctly, but he uses the freaking robot head as an attack, and I wasn't ready for that because I pretty much forgot that that attack exists. But now that I have a full health set back, I don't see myself losing this fight anytime at all. And that one charge attack that he just did took off a whole cookie. So, yeah, you better be aware of that. So, yeah, if you stay in this corner, like I just mentioned before, you'll be okay. Watch out for the missiles. The messed up part is that you can hit him while he's on the ground, so you can pretty much just add extra damage. I don't think it did that in the original Ape Escape. I'm not sure, like, if you can hit him twice. I don't think you can. Nothing's coming to mind, but yeah, folks, that was pathetically easy, as you can just see. But yeah, so pretty much that's pretty much it as far as like capturing Specter and whatnot. That was really that simple. And yeah, they're forgetting about something already. That hand behind you that's heading towards the earth. You guys don't see that. If you turn around, you'll be able to see that it's slowly moving towards the earth, as they can see right there. And now they just remember that that thing actually exists. But Tomoki here is to the rescue. He's on our side after seeing how messed up Specter was as far as like treating him and whatnot. So yeah, we're relying on him. See you later. See you later, wig dude. Oh man, but Tomoki, he's he's questionable as far as like allegiance and whatnot. Like when I first played the game, I had a feeling that he really wasn't evil, and it was good to know that he wasn't, because this guy is super smart, and imagine the potential that this guy had if he was truly evil. Like, this game would have a darker tone to it, and plus we wouldn't have that piss poor fight with him that we had before. Imagine if this guy was the protagonist. It'd be kind of refreshing, actually. Like, all this time, Ape Escape had, like, if Tomoki was the true protagonist, I mean, not protagonist, antagonist. Why do I keep getting those words mixed up? But anyway, if the, say, like, all this time, Tomoki was the true, geez, there I go again. If he was the true antagonist, like all this time, Spectre was just following his orders, what kind of a dark twist that would be? That would be insane. Like, oh man, like, it'll be bizarre because number one, Spectre doesn't like humans. So that would be kind of weird and adding a dark twist. But anyway, yeah, folks, this is the not the real ending, folks. Like, if you leave the game here, it'll be kind of like bizarre. So guess what we have to do? There's Spike and Jimmy. It's great to see those guys back. They are looking pretty great. I kind of wish they were playable at the end. But yeah, like this isn't really the true ending, but it would be if you guys just decided to end the game here. But guess what we have to do? We have to look for the remaining monkeys, as we always do, because if left alone they cause more havoc and, you know, more harm than good. But yeah, we have to do that, so the next couple of parts will be dedicated to that. But stick around, folks, because we get a new transformation, and you don't want to miss out on that. So you'll be able to see what that is if you guys stick around for the next part, for the next couple of parts or so. So not only that, the thing is, we have to, you'll see what I mean, because I don't want to ruin it right now. So I'll explain what we have to do, as far as like the there's Dr. Tomoki. He's alive, folks. It looked like he'd been burnt to a crisp, but he's alive and well, folks. So if you felt sad for him, don't. There he is. They noticed. So it kind of like, this ending right here kind of gives some closure, you know, if you needed it. But yeah, we're seeking out that that true ending, folks, as I always do, because in the original Ape Escape playthroughs, I could have just left this how it was, and people think it's the end of the game. But nah, we got some more stuff to do, so in the next part, I hope you folks stay tuned. You guys have a great day, and take care.